Hello and welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot and the fourth episode of Wednesday Water. So today we're going to get right into the water signs, right? This is my weekly Wednesday water update for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is a general reading. All right. And tonight, I'm so excited for this week because this week I'm starting off my love readings again. Tonight, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing the love readings for all of the water signs. Okay. Starting off with Cancer, going into Scorpio, and then Pisces at 7 o'clock. So without further ado, folks, thank you very much for joining me. Let's get right into it. And we're going to come right out the gate with Pisces. All right. We're going to put that sun there and that water. But today we have two planets in Pisces also, Neptune and Saturn. All right, guys. So take a moment to meditate on those energies, on those cards, while I just do a cursory shuffle. I've already been shuffling off camera for you. And we're going to get right into it. Sit back, relax. You're here for a tarot reading, right? So enjoy it, right? Take what you can, whatever insight that resonates with you, take that. If it does not, leave it on the table. This reading could be for anybody who has Pisces in their chart. It could be your sun, could be your moon, your rising. You could have Venus in Pisces, or like myself, I have Mars in Pisces, right? So you may resonate with this reading as a result of that. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. All right, guys, so let's cut your deck. And we're going to get right into your general reading. And we're going to take away those cards. First, your planets, Neptune and Saturn. Sun. We're going to put Pisces right over here. All right. And keep that energy on the table. And we're going to come right out. Six of Cups, Nine of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Eight of Swords. Wow. All right. Pisces. Work. Some not issue, but there's something going on there. You're busy, yes, work. You're busy, work, but there is something that you're personally putting effort into in terms of getting yourself out of a rut. Nine of Wands energy. Very solitary, hermited energy. It's been a while of you kind of banging your head up against the wall and trying to get to that green pasture on the other side, right? To get out of the forest of things that, you've been carrying around with you, some things that have been hampering you. But it feels like you're coming into that now, right? We have an Eight of Swords there, and I want to wait before I talk about that because that's a toxic energy, Eight of Swords. An inability to communicate your feelings accurately, an inability to really know what your true feelings are. Your feelings run thin. But how it manifests here, I want to see on the next reading. So if you're new to my readings, the first line, we're just looking at a baseline, and then we go much deeper. Now, Six of Cups is there. There is an affection there with a friend or a lover coming into you. There's a deep amount of affection going on this week with someone in your life. It could be that a friendship is getting deeper for you. Whatever the case, let's go a little bit deeper. Five of Pentacles, interesting. Magician energy, that's you. Knight of Wands and the Fool. Okay, somebody coming into your life who's not doing so well. Right? They may not be doing so well. Five of Pentacles energy there. They are, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Page of Cups. So somebody's coming into your life with a little cup of love, an interest, a desire. And there's some monetary issues associated with that. There's a Five of Pentacles energy here. And that's a feeling of sort of being ousted, being ostracized, being thrown to the wolves, being kicked out, evicted, being brought low and having to sort of rebuild, right? But I'm not feeling that energy is actually for you. You right now are very, very sort of busy Page of Pentacles, you're feeling a newness in your work, and you're kind of just busy with the day-to-day tasks, the rigmarole of it all. Magician is there for you. You're feeling extremely capable right now, and it's really pushing this energy here of you wanting to break through some of these last barriers that you've had for yourself. So Pisces, your energy is quite it's feeling like whole, like it's becoming whole. It's becoming more and more confident. You're seeing the light at the end of a tunnel for you. But someone is coming into you, and they're bringing some issues. They're bringing issues with them. Monetary issues, stability issues are coming with them. And so now I'm able to go back to this Eight of Swords here. It begins to feel a little bit for you like, hang on a second, I've got myself in a bind. You know, I'm dealing with somebody, and it's bringing out the toxic in me. Okay, be careful here. Let's go get some clarifiers. Which deck shall I use? I think I'm going to use this one. Let's get some clarifiers here, because it feels like this energy coming into you from the outside is incidental to what you're going through yourself right now. It feels here like your energy, your focus, your very sort of independent, strong, independent, following your path energy that you're focused on right now, especially in connection with your work, that's kind of like the main focus. And yet, yes, there is some side issue here. There's some feeling of side issues with this individual who comes into you. You know, you may have recently met somebody and you felt like, wow, you know, we're really kind of kindred spirits. You may have really developed an attraction for them. Sex of Cups can also be just, you know, some lust as well. In some decks, it's the card for lust and sexual attraction. So there may be some of that there, but the surrounding bits of it are messy and you don't like it. Show me what's going on with this. Yeah, boom, it's new. Somebody new came into you. Somebody new came into you and really kind of like, yeah, and they're not what they seem. You know what I mean? They're kind of like, ugh. How can I put this? They're new for you in a love-wise, but for them, they're kind of they're going through some issues to do with their career, their job. They're unhappy about it. They're bringing a little bit of Eeyore energy. Ever watch Winnie the Pooh? I will be referencing Eeyore quite a bit in my readings. They bring an Eeyore quality to them. You know, it's like, ugh, do I have enough? You know, oh, I'm not doing so well. Then, you know, and invariably, because of their attitude, they end up in like a rocky situation. And it's like, yeah, this is a new person, but you're on like a high. Five of Swords. Yeah, wow. You know, some bickering happens. There's some real... Listen, I'm going to put it to you just like this, Pisces. You're on a high right now. You're really kind of working through some issues of your own. You're on a goal. And you recently met somebody. And it's like, yeah, it's nice. You like it. It's affectionate. It's boom. It's new. It's exciting. But it's very quickly been like, oh, God. You know, it's very quickly been like, and you're like off. Very quickly, you're already annoyed with their energy. Like I said, they have an Eeyore energy about them, and you're on such a high, you're really not there for it. Then comes some of the bickering. There's some jealousy here, I feel, because you're so strong right now with that magician energy. So, you know, they're attracted to you. You're attracted to them, I think, probably because they're cute or whatever, and their conversation was kind of interesting. But they're pulling into you much deeper, and at the same time shallower, because they're just drawn to your energy right now because you're resonating, right? You're on your path, you're focused, you're doing things, you're achieving, you're whittling away bit by bit on some issues, you're healing, and that is a resonating energy. You know, resonating isn't always when we just suddenly get to the next level and everything's great. You begin to resonate as you're on your path. As soon as you begin to focus on your life with the first action that you take and the first decision that you make that is in line with who you are, in line with your spirit, and a positive decision or action, you begin to resonate. So you're going through some stuff and you're resonating, and this person is kind of like they're drawn to that energy, but they're a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? Like they're drawn to your energy, but they don't bring anything with it. They want some of it, and the fighting starts. Balance needs to come in. Yeah, you find some of you may be dealing with a Libra. This card for Libra and Tarot, but it's like, yeah, there's a balance coming in for you and your work as well, okay? And in terms of you're pushing forward. This Knight of Wands is there, that Fool is there. You're kind of on this really nice trajectory, Pisces. You're feeling yourself. You're feeling very, very confident. Your self-esteem and confidence is really, really increasing. And you're kind of pressing forward. You're pressing forward with your plans and your ideas and what you want to do, right? You're beginning to sort of like make the moves that you need to make to achieve those goals. And it all feels very fresh and new. And you're also kind of like getting a rebalancing coming in terms of your work and what work you want to do and how you want to do it. Page of Pentacles with that Justice underneath. There is some karma that's kind of getting leveled out here as well. Meantime, on the periphery of all this, you have this person who, it's recent, it's something, but it's nothing. Nine of Cups, well, the sex is good. I can, okay, the sex is good. I can say that, right? It's come in. But other than that, they're irritating. Other than that, their vibe is just not for you right now. And they want too much. It's like, one more. Yeah, Prince of Pentacles. So... Prince of Pentacles coming out over that Knight of Wands. Yes, you are on a mission in terms of your paper, your money. You know what I mean? You're very, very goal orientated. And right now, yes, you're enjoying this little interaction with your person, this person who's coming. I don't even call them your person because I don't even feel like this is a relationship. This to me feels very much like a chance meeting. And but it's like... It's almost as if you could just have them for like, listen, have them for sex. I don't know. Like does it have to be deep? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be like you guys are completely compatible on all levels. Sometimes just having coffee, going out to dinner and having sex is enough. Like, and that should be enough. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm just going to keep it real with you about what's going on here. But apart from that kind of somewhat irritating, like little connection you have with this person, somewhat satisfying, you are on a great trajectory. I'm going to pull 3 out. You're on a great trajectory with your work and just your goals. Right now, you're focused on a lot and you're feeling yourself. Magician, you are the magician right now. Well, Spirit of Skulls, depression, illness, melancholy. You may have been in that space for a little while, right? You may have been in that melancholy space for a little while and just realized, hang on a second, it's time. But it still lingers. It's still around. So do take care. Spirit of the Skulls is there. Some of you, Spirit of the Dummy. Weak, follower, clueless. Okay, so is that, listen, this may be the person that you're dealing with. Can I get that focus? Because it's just like these 3 dummies. There you go. You know what I'm saying? That's there too. And I don't feel that is your energy. I feel that is the energy of people around you. Just they're kind of like, and that's what I was saying, Eeyore, Eeyore kind of depressive, weak, like, energy. Even though I don't know that weak is the word for Eeyore. Eeyore was quite a strong character. But just again, come back to Spirit of the Skulls, that depression, right? So that energy is around you, but I don't feel it emanating from you. And then we have the beautiful Spirit of the Crow, prophecy, a messenger, bad news, possibly for some of you. Bad news possibly for some of the people who are dealing with you when you cut them out or you tell them, look, it's not going to go any deeper than this, right? I'm going to leave that there. Pisces, this is your general outlook for the next week, couple of weeks. It's a nice view. If you're resonating with this, excellent. You're really doing well right now. You're achieving some things. You're making some breakthroughs that have been a long time coming. But yes, there is this irritating sort of personal connection you have with somebody. And more than anything, as I come back one more time to this Eight of Swords for you, take care that they don't bring you back to sort of a toxic way of behaving or acting or thinking that you're actually right now in the process of getting out of and healing. So it's like you're right in the process of healing and getting out of some sort of toxic behaviors, I want to say inclinations, and it's almost as if this irritant with this individual is almost bringing you back into that. So make sure and take care to not do that. Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. It's very innocent. It's very innocent sort of connection. So it isn't major in any case, right? It may be just more for them, but certainly not for you. All right, Pisces, take a moment to look at the cards. Take your talisman, your totem, your image symbol, whatever you are attracted to here, whatever, they can be multiple ones or one, and just remember those, and those are your talisman for the week to remind you of this reading, if it resonated for you, what you got out of it, and to take a moment, just be in the moment, take a breath. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and pull these up. I think the next sign I am going to read for will be Cancer. So we are going to pull up my clarifiers and then my regulars. And let's get Cancer ready to come out. So first we're going to clear this deck a little bit and shuffle. Thank you so much for joining me this Wednesday. This is my live stream every Wednesday starting at 11 for the beautiful water signs. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. All right, so I'm going to put Pisces away and pull out Cancer. Now, today there are no planets in Cancer, so we're just going to read for Cancer without any additional planetary cards on the table. Take a moment to look at those cards. Sit back, relax, Cancer cross watchers. This reading could resonate with anybody who has Cancer in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. All right, and if it doesn't resonate, whatever doesn't resonate, just leave it on the table. It's not for you. Let's see what's going on generally for Cancer. Now, as I say before in the beginning of the video, tonight I'm going to be doing my love readings for the signs of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Those are going to be individual live streams, not one long live stream like I'm doing here. So we're going to start off at 6 p.m. Eastern Time with Cancer. 6:30 we will go to Scorpio, and 7 o'clock will be Pisces. All right, guys, so please join me for that tonight. I'm so excited for it. I love doing my relationship love readings again. Let's go ahead and take these cards back. We're going to put Cancer right there. And we're going to get right into it and see what's going on generally for our beautiful Cancer. Chariot, that's your card. Card for Cancer is the Chariot. Two of Cups showing up in your own reading. Eight of Pentacles and the Sun. Well, damn. You are just on a high, right? Recently, the readings for Cancer have just been out of this world. Just doing like really, really nice stuff. What? You're working, you're in love, the sun is coming out, things are growing, you're manifesting your goals and your dreams, your Chariot. You show up in your own reading with the Chariot card. Cancer, this is a reading right away. And these baseline cards are just the initial. We go much deeper with the next cards and the clarifiers. But just to start off, Cancer, you're starting off with a goal in mind. This is like a New Year's resolution sort of times 10. You're activated. You're in love with somebody. Okay, there's someone there. There's a person there that has made an agreement to be with you and start this journey with you. You're working right now. Your work is par none. It is excellent. You're like really on top of your game, and what the sun comes out for you. Okay, sun, the sun representing warmth and nourishment, the ability to grow and to progress. Without the sun, there's no life. So sun energy is coming in for you bringing clarity and bringing so much room for you to expand and grow. Let's see what the next set of cards say for you. Beautiful. End of trials and tribulations. Star energy is coming out for you. 9 of Swords and Temperance. Wow, this is nice. It's a little anxiety there. You have a little bit of anxiety. Why? Because you're coming out of a difficult period, Cancer. So this is you busting out after a long period of carrying some burdens and responsibilities. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. You're moving away from a period of darkness in your heart. There was a time, Cancer, this is a new beginning for you. For a loved one in your life, for work, right? You definitely have come away from a dark relationship, a dark, difficult relationship that you turned your back on. But the healing process from that, you're at at the end of the healing process for that right now, okay? And you're coming out strong. Star energy, that's the card for Aquarius. Temperance is the card for Sagittarius. Some of you are dealing with Aquarius or Sagittarius individuals or energies in their or your chart. Aquarius energy, you have a dream for your life, and right now you are able to live it. You're beginning to live it. You're beginning to sort of be able to take all the steps that you need to take to get towards it. All right. You're shedding some heavy burdens that you've carried around for yourself for a long time. 10 of Wands is there for you. For a long time, you were carrying so much that you weren't really able to make good decisions for yourself. It could be that you really didn't see the road ahead. You didn't really see where you wanted to go or what you wanted to do, right? But that's all changing now. That's all kind of cleared up. So I feel strongly like some period before today, before this reading, you have just done a lot of soul searching and work. And I'm going to say like sort of like the work, the work of being either depressed or going through a breakup, pulling away. I think that you definitely pulled away. For some of you, somebody pulled away from you, and that person wasn't very good for you, right? But it was a heartbreak. In either case, this separation, it took a while for you to get over this, but now you're on a high. Now you're beginning to sort of come through, and you have a new love person in your life that is there. Now you have some anxiety. There is some anxiety here for you and some real sleepless nights recently for you. And I think that that's just because you're second guessing yourself and you're just worried. Right now, things are going so well for you that you don't trust it. Right? You might be feeling to yourself like, oh shit, this is exactly when the hammer comes, or this is exactly when things go sideways for me. But that's not the case. This is just anxiety that you're having, and that's natural. We all have anxiety, especially those of us who have been through trauma or difficult times that we're healing from, that we're currently healing from. There's like residual PTSD from that stuff, right? So it's okay to be a little bit nervous. I'm going to pull a card for that. But no, the Queen of Cups has you. Your person has you, right? Your person has you in this regard, Cancer. They're going to give you all the love and reassurance that you need, that's going to remind you that these fears are just that fears. Let me pull another one for your lover. 5 of Cups. Wow. It almost feels to me like you've met somebody who's very much your match. You both have come away from difficult scenarios or relationships. 5 of Cups is there under that 2 of Cups. Yes, absolutely a relationship in the past that really, really hurt you, right? It's like now you have this fresh start with this individual and it feels so good. Some of you, Cancer, are dealing with somebody who also, they themselves had a terrible sort of breakup, or they themselves were still kind of stuck in the past with a relationship that is no longer there for them, and it was sort of like causing them pain. But there's a healing process. Queen of Cups is there. There's a deep emotional bond with the person that you're with. You both are able to communicate very, very well your feelings. Okay, and this is very important here as you go through that. So take care that you're not too... take care not to get too worried about that. Don't get too worried or anxious about the fact that you're being a little bit vulnerable. You're definitely with somebody who's your match. Pull another. Well, justice equals, right? There's a balance here that was not there before. Let me take a sip of my tea. There's a balance here between the two of you that wasn't there before. Some of you may be thinking about getting married and moving in together, all right? I don't know. There's no sense of how long you've been with this person, but there is a sense that this connection here is the newer connection from since you've broken up or went away from your heartache here and from your person as well for their heartache. Now it could have been that it could be that you've been with your current person a year or a couple years, whatever the case is, or just even a few weeks. But this week is when your relationship kind of resonates to another level, goes to another level, goes higher, because you're both healing. And specifically here, Cancer, you're the one healing this week. Like, you have a lot of healing that's coming in. It's like the breakthrough moment that you're having. Hermit is, yeah, you were definitely away from yourself for quite some time. Really kind of like putting a lot of energy into your work, putting a lot of focus into your work because you knew you needed to keep working to keep yourself together. And yeah, Hermit has come in because I think for quite some time, for some of you, this relationship will have been quite new because for some time, Cancer, you were just like hermited away, not doing anything, Six of Cups. But that Six of Cups, that love comes in, Cancer, that love comes in. This is a nice reading, a nice reading. Yeah, you came together with somebody that you just really, really love. You guys have like deep affection for each other. You're very attracted to each other, Cancer. And at the same time, this week you're coming out of a darkness of sort of like depression, right? You're coming out of the depression, and everything seems to work for you. Work is going, and especially for your job. This is also a reading for a Cancer who's really comfortable at their job. They're comfortable going to work. They get peace out of it. Like some people are like, oh, I hate my job, But Cancer, whatever it is you do for a living, whatever your job is, whatever your day-to-day purpose is, what you do in the world to support yourself and to add to the community and to the world at large is something you really enjoy. And it's something, it feels very manual and physical in this regard to me, but it's something you really enjoy doing. It's almost meditative for you. And this is all trucking along for you nicely as well, right? So you're coming out of a hermited stage, definitely moving towards your almost dream relationship here. There's balance coming in. Some of you will be contemplating getting married with this person. I don't, I can't tell you when. But there's thoughts of that this week coming into your head where there perhaps weren't those thoughts before, right? Temperance energy is there as well. A feeling of really sort of like I think that temperance is coming in for you as a result of some of your anxiety about the relationship. You're going to take a moment, Cancer, at some point and be like, look, chill out. You're going to be talking to yourself and be like, chill out. Don't get so nervous. Don't get so worried that everything's going to fall apart. Everything is fine, right? And so that temperance is going to come in for you. Wow, Spirit of the Skulls, depression, illness, melancholy. Yeah, take care. Again, I think I want to say both you and your person are coming out of that. You, and here, for some of you, it will be you and your person. For some of you, it's just you, but you're coming out of that Spirit of the Skulls, yet it lingers. Also showed up for the last reading for Pisces. Spirit of the Stranger, caution, warning, danger. So just watch out for those around you. This is not indicative of your connection with this person that I've been reading for you or anything like that, but it's just like Spirit of Strangers come up, take it for what it is, right? Of course, my camera won't focus on it. Spirit of the Tower, surprises, shifts, and big changes. And that's what you're going through right now. A lot of big changes, a lot of big shifts. And I want to say that it's, a little bit shocking for you, right? I think you may not have believed... Let me move these over a little bit. You may not have believed that you could find love again, or a tower moment isn't always, traumatizing. This here feels like a tower moment in as much as you realizing that, hang on a second, maybe I can find love again, even after having been so brokenhearted. And, here I find deep, deep love with somebody who's gone through what I've gone through. This is a healing process, right? And again, this new love is the hope for a better sort of love life in the future. It's not like lingering. It's you not throwing yourself to despair because you've been heartbroken or because the last relationship may have been toxic or difficult, right? And so things are coming out really, really nicely for you right now. Just a little bit of worries, and those are just, as I say, anxieties. This is a beautiful reading, Cancer, and I'm going to leave it at that. Take a moment to look at the cards, take a deep breath. If you got anything out of this reading, wonderful. If it didn't resonate, leave it there on the table. And I am going to ask you to go ahead and collect your thoughts and choose your symbols or images, totems, talismans that will work for you over the next few weeks to remind you of this reading, to remind you to be in the moment. And I am going to begin to take up first my spirit cards, oracle deck, and our clarifiers. And we can get into the reading for Scorpio, the next water sign on deck. As I said, every Wednesday, remind you between readings. If you're tuning in now for Scorpio, every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I read for the water signs. It's called Wednesday Water. And starting tonight, every Wednesday at 6 p.m., 6:30, and 7 p.m., I do the 3 separate love readings for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So let's bring out Scorpio. I'm going to put Cancer away. Bring out Scorpio. Oops, Sun and Water. No planets in Scorpio today. So we are just going to pull out that Sun and Water like I normally do. Take a moment to meditate on those beautiful cards, those energies, images. And while I go ahead once again, I thank you all for joining. Those of you who have joined the live stream, let's cut your deck, Scorpio. Get into it. The Sun and Moon. And we'll put Scorpio right there and get into your first spread. We have 6 of Cups again. Wow. I believe the 6 of Cups have shown up for every reading today for the water signs. 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Magician energy. Wow. Well, Scorpio, there was a love connection, a love interest, a deep one, an affectionate one that was really important to you, probably that lasted for quite some time, but there's a separation. You've had to go away. There's been a separation here. You're also feeling quite on top of your game right now as a result. I'm not sure. I'm going to pull some more cards and see how we get into it, because you also feel like you're walking away from something you needed to, right? So it's almost as if something turned sour, something just turned, something that was really close to you and that ultimately you found out was not good for you, Scorpio, and you decided to turn your back and go away from it. All right, let's go a little bit deeper. This could be a close friend, a lover, family, people you grew up with, but something is going on here. Let's go a little deeper. Wheel of Fortune, the Fates, Judgment, 8 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor, right? So a lot of dominant energy, right? Really not going to, okay. A lot of dominant energy. The Emperor is also the card for Aries. Some of you may be dealing with Aries energy, fiery Aries energy. Excuse me. Yeah, events have happened. Things have happened that have really sort of like, that have completely changed your mind about a connection you had with someone. Right? It was a close connection. For some of you, it could have been a close friend. But It feels almost as if you're turning your back on it, moving, like literally physically getting distance from them. You may be moving out of where you live. You may be moving out of town. You may be moving to another city, state, country, etc. as a result of the events that have recently come in. Wheel of Fortune is there. There's just been, and the Wheel of Fortune, yes, it's luck and opportunities that come in that are, you know, supposed to be or implied to be fortunate events, right? So even if the event on the surface didn't seem like it was great, ultimately it's leading you somewhere. And events have definitely happened. There's been a lot of judgment has come in, and awareness now of guilt and who was wrong. And, you know, there's a feeling of just waking up here to finding out that something is not good for you, something that you thought was good for you isn't good for you. A lot of confusing messages and energy coming into you. You still harbor a lot of confusion about the way things went, but you find no choice. You find you have no choice but to walk away. There is a feeling of, let's pull some cards. Yeah, there's newness coming in. There's new beginnings coming in for you, though. There's definitely new work, new avenues for money coming in. There's a new sort of outlook for you coming in, a new way of handling things, perhaps a new strategy that's coming in for you in terms of how you're dealing with your own life. But Scorpio, right now, it just seems very much like you're having to turn your back on something that, you know, for a long time. What's that card? One card fell down. Give me a minute. Five of Swords. Strife, arguing, battling, back and forth, a battle, back and forth, petty battle. You know, battling with people that, you know, just are battling you because they want to be right. Yeah, there's been a turn. You've had to turn away from a situation because it was very toxic. And it was only by sort of the events, fortuitous events coming in that's really caused this scenario to happen. You've either been forced to turn away or you've chosen to turn away. Okay? Some of you may have been forced. But it's really kind of like, it's really throwing you for a loop. There's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of confusion. Nevertheless, you do find your way to a prosperous place. Yeah, Empress is there in connection with that love connection. Yeah, you were definitely, and it doesn't feel like this is a heartbreak. This feels more like a cerebral thing. Six of Swords. Wow. A cerebral kind of like feeling of like just, you know, anger. It's not in your heart, right? This moving away from this individual, from this connection, and having to turn your back from this relationship, it doesn't feel like it's breaking your heart. It feels like it's just pissing you off, or it's confusing you. There's a lot of sort of mental emotions associated with it. A lot of confusion. Worry about money. Hopefully this new opportunity coming in for you will be successful. It's going to require you to really change your thinking, though. You're going to have to change your outlook to make this new opportunity for money successful. Right now, you're not doing too well, Scorpio. Some of you may have had to move. You may have broken up with somebody and had to move out. And that moving out, you may have lived together with that person, and that moving out has caused you financial anxiety and stress and instability. But if you're trying to sort of move forward, you're going to have to change your thinking. And I was going to say sadly, but it's a shame right now. You're still very much caught up in this breakup that, again, is very confusing for you. You seem to harbor a lot of judgments about it, a lot of guilt, perhaps even, but certainly like some judgments of your own. You definitely feel like, you know, I'm not sure that you feel like it was fair. So yes, some of you are turning away willingly or being forced to turn away, but there's a lot of confusion with it. The healing has not at all begun, and it's imperative that you change your outlook if you're wanting to make money. Five of Pentacles, yeah, there's serious issues with money on the horizon. Okay, there's serious issues with money. There is an opportunity here to turn that around, but again, it requires you to really change, completely change the way you think about things, the way you see things, the way the way you see yourself, and the way you see work, and the way you see yourself working, and all of that. Like, your whole mentality has to change in order for you to take advantage of this opportunity that's coming in. Otherwise, there is serious financial jeopardy coming in here, Scorpio. Right? So again, it's like you're in a situation where you're being forced to have to like move, change where you live, change your livelihood. You're forced to have to go there for there to be distance, separation. As a result of that, there's financial issues coming in, but there's opportunity for you to turn that around if you would, but turn around your sort of attitude, mentality. The moon is there. Wow. Moon is there because things are very, very unsure. Very unsure for you right now. You just still can't see very clearly why things are happening the way they are happening, or, this just feels like you're just caught. You're just caught in this kind of storm. And the spirit of the flock, gossip, that flipped over, I'll take it. Gossip, rivals, and possibly, you're kind of caught up in this storm of your own making, and much of it is to do with your own sort of viewpoints, head, mentality, etc. You have everything. The magician is there. You actually have everything you need to push through this and get the clarity and get to a place of stability financially. But it really, really requires you to think about things from a much more clear perspective, to broaden your outlook, and to just change your whole mentality and the way you think about certain things in your life, right? Spirit of the Grim Reaper, ending. There's an ending here. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. There's an ending here that just seems like, there we go. That just seems like, wow, it's just death ending over, Waters. Winter, excuse me. Winter. I'm thinking of the water sign. Cold, ending, death. Yeah, that's what's happening here, and it's happening in such a way that you're still not quite sure why, how did you get here? Again, this was your reading before, I think, in one of your readings last week, I believe. The last reading seemed to touch on this. Now you're actually, I think this is almost like an add-on from the last reading. Now you're actually in the process of moving away and shifting, and it's still the actual split has happened, the distance has happened, the moving away has happened, and it's still very, very confusing. Still, spirit of the shoreline is there. So calm, tranquil, relaxing, that is an energy that's there for you to tap into. Again, you have everything you need. Let's put her here, actually. You have everything you need to sort of come out of this situation healed, or healing, not healed necessarily right away, but healing, to turn around your financial situation. But the confusion is there. There's still a lot of anger, judgment there. There's a lot of I'm not sure that there's much forgiveness, but there's a lot of anger and judgment. There's a lot of pride, wanting to have been right, wanting to win the argument, but you didn't, and now you're forced to sort of separate. There's a lot of feeling of being a victim here, and it's that precise mentality that you're going to have to turn around if you want to take advantage of these opportunities that, yes, the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you all different types of opportunities. Yes, things have come in to exacerbate the situation and bring it to a head, but other things are coming in for you too. And financial abundance is there for you too, and an opportunity. But if you don't see it, and if you don't broaden the way you look at things and broaden your outlook and begin to try to view things with more clarity, you're going to miss your opportunity and find yourself in some really difficult financial situations. All right? Financial stability to do with your home, your money, your bills, perhaps eviction, or perhaps just not being able to pay the bills or support yourself, or owing money, right? Some of you may even have to then owe money. So it's very, very Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, strong instability in finances and heavy anxiety about it too. Trust me, there will be sleepless nights about this if you aren't getting them already. All right, Scorpio, this is your reading. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this 4th episode of Wednesday Water. So every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I read for the water signs. That is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Not particularly in that order. It all depends on that day. And also, starting tonight, I begin my first episode of the water signs love readings. Those are my individual readings where we just focus on the one sign, and that will start at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. First, we will read for Cancer, and then at 6:30, I will read in a separate stream for Scorpio, and then at 7 o'clock for Pisces. So I do hope you join me for that, and that will be squarely readings on you and your lover, okay? A relationship connection you have with someone and what's going on between the two of you this week and over the next couple of weeks. But that's it for right now. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys next week in the 5th episode of Wednesday Water. But for right now, this is Bow and Arrow Tarot. I wish you, Scorpios, Cancer, and Pisces, and everyone else a wonderful week. I wish you love, life, and happiness. Have a great day now. Bye-bye.